So my inventory is full, full of stuff that I either need to put on or put on the ground. Because I don't need most stuff around me now. But if it ain't the right role, it's only holding me down. And I ain't got the gems to move it around. So it's all getting salvaged back in town. Um, so again, just enjoying my Sunday night. It's a full moon outside. It's really bright. Reflecting on a lot of things that happened in life. And it feels really good. And it feels really right. Yeah. I mean, I always worked hard, you know. Even when it seemed like there was not necessarily nothing to gain from it, but that the effort that it took to keep going wasn't worth it. But it was always worth it because it took everything I had, you know. I didn't necessarily want to leave anything left, if that makes any sense. I don't need it, you know. Take it all. Don't um oh nice. That goblin gave me like 4 million bucks. I had like no money. Damn. Cool. Yeah. I've always worked hard for everything. I wouldn't feel right otherwise. So my first as soon as I moved to these Canadian suburbs that I've been living in the last what was it, 2025? 23 years? Is it 23 years? No, it's actually more than that. What am I talking about? Sorry. Damn. um, do some quick math. 33 years. Yeah, 33 years. That sounds better. Yeah, a lot's gone down. Not everyone just has the option or the ability to just stay in one place for so long. Especially in the kind of world that we have the luxury of living in, which is one that is just like I said before, not like unlike anything that any other uh, persons have experienced in history. And yeah, but at the same time, I mean, the example that I have, the way that we are, we've always worked hard. You know, we wouldn't ever feel bad for the things that we have because they weren't given to us. You know, we didn't necessarily take them, and they weren't given to us, but we worked hard. You know, day in, day out, consistently, over and over and over again. You know, religiously, and enjoying the fruits of one's labor is the reward for your efforts. You know, there's nothing wrong with that at all. There is a reward at the end of the day. If you can work not necessarily just hard enough, but also smart enough, to make it happen. Because it won't just happen. You still have to make it happen. And it's not easy. Well, it is easy if you have the right mindset, if you're willing to go about things in the right way. It is possible. It is very possible in all circumstances. There is always an opportunity for things to become better with a better attitude. It's always the case. It isn't necessarily easy or going to be something that you can do. How should I say? Not necessarily something you can do without help. They say no man is an island. It's very hard to do things on your own. But when push comes to shove, you have to understand that gravity is an invisible force that influences all aspects of everything that we know of in existence. An invisible force that influences everything in our known existence. That I could be a living human being with a whole different. I am an ecosystem unto myself. Sometimes I'm in the house here, and because of YouTube, I see that house centipede, and rather than just murdering it as soon as I see it, I just kind of let it do its thing. Because if that's the only thing that I'm seeing, then that means that it's killing a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't see, which is exactly what it should do. So, there's no real need for me to kill it. It's not bothering me. The other day I seen it. I usually see it in the basement, but the other day I actually seen it on the main floor. It was on the ceiling. I left, went to work, came back, and it was still in the same spot on the ceiling. And then at some point it went away again. I remember at one point thinking if insects could smell the blood of their ancestors on me. Because I'd killed so many at some point. Like ants, especially flies. It's weird actually kind of noticing the evolution of house flies over the years. Because they've changed. They change year in and year out. I guess the ones that you kill versus the ones that were able to get away, you kind of see how evolution plays out season over season. It is interesting. Because before, you'd know a fly was around because there was a buzzing sound. But now, you just see them because it killed all the ones that you could hear. Now the only ones that are left are the ones that you can't hear. So my favorite method to trap a housefly, especially at night, because I learned one day, I don't know how, just through observation, that they can't see in the dark. So they usually go towards a light source. That's why I say sometimes I'd be in the basement with the lights off, and then the fly would land up on the TV. And so what I would do is I would turn on the light in the bathroom because it was brighter than the light on the TV. And then at some point, the fly would end up in the bathroom. And at that point, I would close the door. And then I would go in at some point, and it'd be a lot easier to kill the fly when you have it in an enclosed space than in an open space. So basically, you just turn off all the lights, turn on a light in an enclosed space, and once the fly goes in, you go in with the fly and you take care of business. But yeah, just little things. Little things about life, you know.